Hey guys!
Welcome to the adventures.
Sorry we've been away for a little while. We've had some things happening and doing things and catching up on projects, but we're back!
What have you been doing?
Truck broke down.
Yeah, let's back up before that. We were kind of going through a little bit of things in life and with our church. Some of you know about it, and we asked you to pray for our church and some discord that was going on with our church. And we thank everybody for all of the prayers. But when it comes down to it, the devil was really trying to take me out. Like, when God puts a calling on your life and things are going well and amazing and you can praise God so much, of course, the devil is going to take you as a really big threat and he's going to try to take you out. And I'm not giving the devil more credit than God, because God wins. But so things were going really, really well. The church was going great. People were getting baptized, and then some discord came in and we had to pull back in the reins, and we're still going through that. But how do you deal with that? Like, how do you just keep going? And one thing is, like, you just got to trust God. Like, I know it's easy to say, but it's hard to do. So in the process of the storm with the church stuff, of course our truck broke down, because that wasn't getting me down enough. And so I had actually made a video for 3 weeks ago, and the video is recorded, so I'll post that next week. It's kind of funny. It's about like cooking and the mishaps of cooking in the truck, and some funny stories and situations that we've been through.
There were some funny stories with the truck broke down.
Yeah.
I come back. So the truck breaks down,
which means that's why I couldn't post a video, because the truck was actively breaking down when I was supposed to be starting to edit the video. So we had to figure out, are they going to bring us another truck, or what? It ended up that we went to it broke down in Fayetteville, and we were like 3 miles away from the airport. So praise God,
I get an Uber from the top of the interstate ramp to the airport, which was kind of a funny trip all in itself. The
Uber driver gets on the highway, turns around at the next exit to get back on the highway to take him at the exit that we were off of, to miss the exit, drive by, and have to do it again.
But he didn't charge me for all of it.
Praise God.
But I think I could have walked there faster than what I got there using
No,
the Uber.
Absolutely. You could have. I know you could have. And then he gets there and a flight lands, and he is behind, because it took so long, he was behind all of the people that just got off the plane. So while he leaves me in charge of, like, by this point, because this truck has done it before on us, and we've been in trucking so long, like, you just know when you know, you know. And, like, this was a fatal breakdown that the truck was not going to be getting back on the road. So we thought it was something with the EGR valve again. We were absolutely correct. Fast forward, it had to be replaced again. Praise God, we caught it in like enough time, and he was able to get stopped, because we were right in between construction zones, and there's only like a 5-mile stretch where there's not active construction, and there was no construction. We could actually pull over, so we were in the safest spot you can be pulled over. So when he goes to get the Uber, he's like, oh, this should be like 30 minutes cakewalk. And I'm like, whatever. He's like, the tow truck driver should be calling you, and they'll tell us if you have to take the whole set, and whatever happens, just keep me updated. I have a car, I'll find you. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I just start packing the truck, and it was like 90 degrees. And through this, I've been trying to just praise God and not let the devil win it all. So even though it's 90 degrees, I was like, that's all right, devil. Let it be hot, because that means God is refining me. Like, to be refined, the fire must be hot. It's okay. And because I'm praising God in the midst of the storm, the devil was like, this ain't bad enough yet. This girl's thanking me for making it hot. So here comes a tow truck. He came in record-setting time, and I'm like, wow, that's fast. Amazing. So we were broke down at the exit, like at the bottom of the get-on ramp, all the way at the bottom. And he was like, hey, like, the dealership's only 4.5 miles up the road. He was like, I don't want to have to drop out the drive shaft, and it's just not good for the truck. And I'm like, agreed. He was like, do you think the truck can run? And at the same time, FedEx is calling me. He's like, will your truck run? Should we live power this? And I'm like, no, it's going to need repowered. He's like, can you get out from underneath of the trailers? And I'm like, well, if not, like, there's a tow truck driver. He can, like, yank me out. Yes, please start sending a rescue. Because it takes on average 3 hours because they have to contact another team because ours is team load. So they have to contact a team typically to repower all of this. And so you have to get them to work, get them on the direction. And so he's like, oh, I'll just back up with my lights on and get it from the back. And I'll go up the ramp and spin the unit around and get back on and go up the highway. Sounds easy. And he goes to turn around and his tires touch grass. It was like up past my knee. It was like up to my waist almost.
So it wasn't easy to see. There was that big of a drop off between the grass and the concrete.
As soon as his tires touched that grass, and he wasn't even meaning to touch it, like he just barely bumped it. It was the slowest roll ever. He drops off the embankment and boom, starts going back down the hill so slowly. His toolboxes hit the concrete off the edge of the road, but thankfully, like his truck didn't get hurt at all. Praise God again. So like now we're just like, oh my gosh, can't believe this is happening.
His pride might have got dinged just a little.
Yeah, he was a young kid. The tow company that's family owned was off the exit, and so he calls Grandpa. As hard as it was, he makes that call, Grandpa. I need you to get in another tow truck and come pull me out of here. Praise God I was there and not Scott, because if it wasn't for me, he said being a cute girl, he would have beat his grandson. So then here comes the cops because now the exit's shut down and it's like backing up on both because it's the airport exit. Like, of course, the plane just landed.
When his front wheels dropped off the side, he was blocking the whole get-on ramp. And then our set was sitting down the road a little ways.
And so they got pulled out, got us hooked up. So then I'm like calling Scott and he was like, no, I'm in line. Like, I can't get this car. Like, it's crazy. It's still probably going to be like an hour. And I'm like, an hour, dude? And it's 4:30. And I'm like, oh, Lord. I was like, okay, I got to go, bye. And then I tell the tow driver, he was like, well, I'll just leave your truck here and I'll come back and I'll do another call and then I'll take it up later. I'm like, no, dude. Like, do you need me to check this truck in? He says, nope, I don't need you to check the truck in. And I'm like, okay. I was like, all of my stuff is packed. It's just sitting on the bed. I was like, let me put all of my stuff on the shoulder of the highway. And I just want you to get this truck to the dealership. And he was like, what? And I'm like, dude, like, it's 4:30 on a Friday night. Those gates are not going to be open back up until Monday morning. By then, the rest of what we left in the truck, somebody will like it more than we did. No. And I was like, I just need you to get this truck to the dealership in plenty of time. And by, he's up against the clock now. And so he's like, I can't abandon you here. So I'm like begging the dude. I'm like, please leave me alone. Take the truck and go. So for like 20-30 minutes, it was me and Willow. And like the only way he would lead me is like, I had my tire buddy, and it's like really old school. My dad gifted it to me. Like, it's old. Like, I was like, I'll sit right here with my tire buddy. Nobody's gonna get me. And so like he abandoned me. 30 minutes later, so Scott comes. They're telling me that our repower truck is on the way. And so he gets there. We get everything off the highway. And because I was being strong in my faith, that morning, well, I should say the night before, the Lord had asked me to fast. Fast for him regarding the church information. So I'd been fasting for like almost 30 hours at that point.
She was getting to the point to where she was getting hangry.
I was starting to get lightheaded and stuff because all that heat. I mean, I'd been sweating for like 6 hours and then it didn't stop there because I'm still praising God and I'm like, that's all right, God. Like, I know you're refining me. It's going to be okay. I make a bed in the back of the vehicle and he's like, I ate some yogurt and some protein and stuff like that. And he's like, I'll drive because we're like 6.5 hours away. Lo and behold, the highway shuts down from the accident. He's like, that's okay, I'll go this other way.
Yeah.
And what happened?
Usually I don't go through DC. I cut off through Warrenton, Virginia, and go up 17. 17 was closed.
Second highway.
So I had to turn around and go back up through the woods, up through the middle of nowhere. We didn't end up
getting home.
A 6-hour trip ended up taking 8.5 hours to get home.
Yeah. But through it all, we're still like praising God and trusting God. But because of enduring all of that and enduring all of the church stuff, which we're not really going to get on, like it's a private matter. But when the devil tries to attack, he's going to try to get you down. Like, he's going to do his due diligence to wipe you out. And it's up to you. Like, just remember, your faith just has to be the size of a mustard seed, which is really little tiny. So mustard seeds are like that big. When you put your finger together, there's a little tiny pinhole right there. Like, it just needs to be small. And you need to praise God. You need to worship God. And so if you're feeling like you're getting upset, getting down, getting angry, like, put on some like battle Christian music, like, you know, trusting God and breaking every chain, or some of those songs. And by the third song, I promise you'll be praising God. Like, you can't stay angry and worship God at the same time. And so we decided to take the end of last week off. We were home. We just needed to be still. We just needed to rest. And in that time, like, we were able to put up the rest of our food for this season. And so we're well ahead with all of the green beans and onions and peppers and all kinds of stuff. And he was able to go to a tractor parade that we haven't got to do in years, and put a tractor in that he inherited from somebody, and really just be still and, you know, be close to God and enjoy.
Sporting my Dr. Pepper shirt during the parade too, I'll have you know.
But yeah, so that's where we've been. And you guys know we're always going to keep it real. We're going to keep it honest. And so we could be like, not talk about the bad times and the ugly times, but that's just not us. And that's really not helpful. So we know that even in the midst of our storms, in the midst of our struggles, in the midst of all of that, that God promises to use it for his good, to bring him the glory. And so we know that you guys are going to face trials. You're going to face storms. You're going to face hard times. Your truck's going to break down, all of these things. And so maybe we could be of encouragement of when you're going through it. Maybe some of our words just could resonate on your mind, and then God would use it to say, hey, like, it is what it is. Like, it's not our boss's fault. Like, it's just trucking right now. And like this, that's why they have gone back, and now trucks are going to be made without the DEF. Like, changes are coming. And so, you know, they recognize it's a big problem. And so it's nothing anybody could have done. Praise God for all of the, like, we were safe. Everything worked out. We got home, and we had some time resting. So.
I gotta say though, it was quite a sight when I got the rental car. It took me almost 3 hours to get a rental car, and 3 miles away from where I was at. But I turn on the exit and I start down the ramp, and there's my wife sweating profusely, the dog's panting, and all of our crap sitting on the side of the interstate behind a set of trailers that we couldn't abandon. She had to stay with them. Yeah. Somebody had to stay with them.
So, you know, by federal regulations, not just FedEx regulations, but you cannot abandon a load, especially on a roadway. It is illegal. I don't know if you guys know that, but don't do that. Like, so we had our triangles out, and we just did the thing, and yeah, it was a sight to see. Like, but God is good. Our peace is returning. You know, because we were just still and we rested, and we're feeling more joy. And now my soul is just hungry, and I've just been eating and eating good food. Like, but you guys, it's gonna be all right. You don't have to understand it all. You don't have to know why. Just know that you will be tested, whether it's by the devil or from God. But God promises to use it all for good, and it's up to you to, like, grow, keep your faith, find your peace, find your joy, and that's how we get to live while we're living in the flesh. All right, guys, so stay safe and enjoy the adventures.
Bye.